What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Going on?
It's your boy, Mr. Cool Whip, with the one and only.
OZ.
And this is Straight From Us podcast coming to you live tonight. What's today? December 12th. The 12th. So we are starting to get cold up here in Milwaukee. The Milwaukee Bucks pulled it off last night against the Chicago Bulls. Green Bay. Man, my team lost against New York. I don't know what it is about New York. I feel like New York is our Achilles heel, right along with San Francisco. Yeah, just 2 points. We shouldn't have went for the 2-point conversion. Nixon shouldn't have had ran. You know what I'm saying? And the referees was doing bullshit. So on both sides though. I'm not gonna say it was just on Green Bay side. It was on both sides. Referees was fucking up. Even though we did have that touchdown. The first touchdown was an initial touchdown. He caught it in the end zone. Did a football like play. You know. It is what it is.
How many times is the Packers going to go through that where they catch it in the end zone and it still don't never be counted?
And once again, like I keep saying, the NFL is rigged anyway. Shit, it is, it's meant for certain people to win at certain times. Right now, I just ain't really figured out who it is for this season because I really ain't been following like that. I just been paying attention to my team as a whole because I got a bunch of rookies on my team and seeing how they gonna gel and how our next season is gonna look. And right now, we starting to look pretty good at the end of this season. But that's the other thing about the NFL. That's the NFL roller coaster. Everybody that come out on top in the beginning of the season looking like they're gonna be the team. Next thing you know, at the end of the season, they're the team that's getting beat. So we was the team getting beat at the beginning of the season, but now we getting some wins at the end. Okay. But that's that football roller coaster that you go through. You know what I'm saying? What else we got out there? It's a bunch of different topics. What you got, us?
We're gonna go. We got a bunch of we got a topic about home and some other places. I think we're gonna go.
Let's go to that Charleston White.
Yeah, let's do the Charleston.
Charleston.
First, let's bring in
D.O. Hughley
got Brandon is backstage. What up, B?
What up, B?
Bringing in the future alderman. What's going on, sir? How you doing this evening?
Doing all right. I'm at work, so
I ain't got no sound.
You'll see me mute.
You gotta get your sound in there, B.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said yeah, but we can't hear him. Man, we got a new thing over there, man. I was just talking about it backstage. Like whenever you hook up something new, it's gonna be some issues. Goddamn it, we already had issues, but now we got new shit issues. That's the only problem. Hopefully, everybody else can hear us out there.
I think they can. We ain't got no hits saying that they can.
Right. Sound quality was decent. So with the Charleston White thing, for those that don't know, Charleston White, and he had a video that came. He was in what the fuck was he doing? He was doing something like trying to get bills passed and all that stuff. He's like when he was walking around with a bow tie on and everything else, wasn't nobody hearing it. But now that he turned ratchet and started talking like how everybody else talk, now everybody giving him more attention. And literally, motherfuckers just paying him to be a comedian and shit. And technically, he's not really a bad. He's just an activist of some sort. And they paying him a nice amount of money to come up. And so these one people paid him and he came out on stage talking cash money trash for Phillips. Showing how much money he got. But I gotta say, them niggas, you know what? Sometimes don't let your anger prevail. If you don't get up there and beat his ass, get up there and beat his ass. But when you drop his cash, you pick up that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't kick that shit back to him. In your rage trying to get to him and shit. When you drop that cash, that was in the fight right there. Picking up your cash that you keep holding up like I got my cash. Well, nigga, I got it now. I'm done.
He was just talking about regardless of how these people feel, he got paid.
So
y'all can be mad on y'all.
He's like, no matter what, y'all paid to see me. Y'all paid.
I hate to say it, man, but I don't like people that hold the mirror up and don't look in the mirror in themselves. I feel like he aggravates too much shit for me. I just don't like him. Hey Brandon, do you is your mic on mute? Try it
It
now.
was. It was. It's off mute now.
His mic was on mute, but then he just took it off mute.
Keep it off me. Let me just see something.
So if people knew this man wasn't a comedian, why did they even pay to go see?
Because I think somebody got it. And I feel like he's some type of comedian or some shit, but then he'll be saying like this man is never been.
I can't hear y'all now.
He is not.
He should know. He's been in the game for multitude.
Exactly. So he knows.
Like, so he should know somebody who
Just
in
happened.
his line of profession and who's not.
That's facts.
So shit, lady, if everybody knew this man wasn't a comedian, you still decided to pay to go see this man, then hey, you just gave up some free money to him. I wonder how much did he drop? Well, he was just on some stun type shit.
He dropped a stack. He dropped a wad on that. His mic should be up there. I'm looking at his mic and I'm seeing his mic.
Me too. Even in the settings, it should be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I put it on auto. Just see what happens. Brandon, try to say something again, man. Let's see if we got you in here.
It don't even sound like you even hear us.
I don't know.
Can you still hear us?
Brandon, can you hear us?
You very, very, very low.
I still can't hear him.
I saw the camera reset, and when the camera reset, the sound came back, and I couldn't hear y'all at all. Now I can hear barely.
I thought I heard him for a second. Oh, shit.
What is it? Good evening, man. How you doing? Your phone is very, very. I don't have no sound coming from the live. Not no more. I did at first, but then when the camera reset, uh, the sound for y'all went off too. Take care, man.
I'm doing shit that good. I'm just fucking with shit like that. It's just stuff that I could do that I'm just not thinking that I can actually do. But that camera, my camera is not. So, but I was gonna add myself up. I think there's a way.
That's how I do that there.
Yeah.
So I'm back up there now. I added myself to the stage so the camera come on.
Sound
It's
just
crazy. Said the sound just came back.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
So he said everybody can hear. So that's what's up. If y'all can hear us out there, give us a thumbs up and all that good stuff. If you can, hear us and everything. All right, B gave us a thumbs up. Cool.
Can y'all hear me though?
Nah, I can hear you on the phone, but I can't hear you over here.
How about now?
Somebody else just gave us a thumbs up.
Hold on. Tell everybody to hold on.
Give us a moment. We're reloading the page right now.
Oh, I was gonna say just lost eyes.
Yeah, he reloading the page. Yeah, because I'm trying to see, because I could control some of this stuff. So I was trying to see what's going on with your mic, but I don't know. Oh, we can't hear.
I'm on the phone. I can go speaker.
You said you're on the phone. You got a speaker. Yeah, I just have my speaker on then let you go that route too.
It's on the pad. We just can't hear him.
Huh? Yeah, no, I'm just saying he in my ear though. I got him on the ear. Dude, this fucking sucks. Our views is going up too long. I mean, too much for this shit. Like, we need to do something. Like our views is up there right now. Like, oh, everybody just watching us just sit here and fuck up. Like, god damn. What part of the game is this?
You know, you
Like,
can always
shit.
break out singing,
I'm definitely not gonna break out singing.
that
That's
melodious
first and
voice.
foremost that I'm not gonna fucking do.
With the melodious voice,
At all.
man.
At all.
You our family, like.
Oh.
Man. So with that being said, yeah, B. He reloaded the page. I guess he reloaded the page because shit, I'm still on here as me. You still on here. I'm trying to block this bright ass light behind me. There we go. I forgot that light bright as hell.
It's got a nice little glare going on there.
Yeah, damn good glare. Damn good glare. So I'm gonna just touch bases on something we was talking about last week that I wound up going in on and my asshole opinion of men and women being called boys and girls, and they're officially in their damn 40s and shit now. So like, when do you cut that? When is your deadline? When is you cutting off the fact of being presented to your significant others, family, friends, so on and so forth, as a boy or a girl? When is that dead and over with? It's a question.
Because it's one of the situations of, like you said, wording is everything. So it'd be like, okay, this is my man or this is my lady. And I guess it'd be one of the situations, hopefully both of y'all on the same page where that y'all elevated like that.
I'm gonna take myself down now. There we go. What the hell? I just removed myself. You put me right back up. There we go. All right. something once, Brandon. Let's see if we got you in there.
Good evening.
No, for
No,
some reason,
still ain't
nobody,
got him.
nobody home.
Log out and try to come back in, Brandon. Let's see what happens that way. That's normally
Okay.
the starting theory.
What the?
So yeah, with that being said, I mean, we can see some of y'all comments. Type in y'all comments. Let me know what y'all actually think and how y'all feel when your significant other take you and introduce you to his folks, whoever it may be, parents, friends, associates, whatever. How do you feel like you should be introduced? I mean, that's the question here. And I mean, you got some people. All right, I almost forgot he was still in my ear. How do you feel? You should be introduced to your significant other's folks. I can honestly say I didn't got introduced a couple damn ways that probably didn't seem right. That seemed like could have been a cover up or something, all depending on who they introducing you to. You know, it's other names ladies call they man besides for their man or their husband or something like that. That don't make it seem like in another guy's eyes that's really your man.
Her significant dude, significant other.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it's a few things women call you. You know, that's what they call you, flat out.
Just don't do the boy thing. Just way past that.
Me don't do the boy thing. That's just with me. I'm a grown ass man. Don't introduce me as a boy, cause I'm not that. I'm far for that. That to me that just says I'm not on my shit. That's just the way I look at it. And some people probably look at it as something different, but to me, that's how I look at it as I'm not on my shit if you introduce me as a boy. Because when I was a boyfriend, I was sitting at home. I ain't gonna say I was really sitting at home playing video games and stuff like that, but you know, it was just certain shit that I was doing that I'm not doing now. I didn't graduated from doing a lot of different stuff that I used to do that I don't do now.
But is you gotta think about it on how I'm gonna say it depends on the person of what they got used to dealing with.
Yeah,
Like
that's true too.
there's a lot of people out here just grown by age and body size. Like it just
That's very true. That's very true. There's a lot of people that don't have uh, certain interests at hand. I mean, well, I ain't gonna even say certain interests. There's certain people out here that's grown but still think like a child or still conduct themselves in a child mentality or a kid mentality and don't have their priorities in order. Let's say it that way.
yeah.
I mean, for me coming up, I could say our thing was always to have our own everything, everything that it was to have our own. And huh?
That's how we were raised.
That's how we was raised. Yeah, that's true. And I can officially say I'm at a point where I'm happy with myself as a man. And the reason why I say I conduct myself as a man, because I'm not staying at home with my moms. You know, I done been there before a couple times. I done fell down and I had to pick myself back up. But I done picked myself back up and kept on going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not turning around. Just like when I got locked down, I got out that I'm not going back. I'm not looking back unless if it's a reason for me to take my black ass back. Trust me, it's gonna be something there that I'm going back for. I learned back then, had the stuff I got locked up for, I should never been locked up. Period. I shouldn't have had a record if I would have known the shit then that I know now. But hey,
How
it
would
is
you-
what it is.
How was you gonna learn it though?
Huh? Exactly.
That's something everybody got to start understanding that. I'm saying you go through what you go through. There's no such thing as losses. There's lessons.
Nope.
So you go through what you go through because you had to be taught that lesson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think the problem is that if you have the mental capacity to be able to understand that,
Hmm.
some people just do it just to be doing it.
Yeah.
You know, you think that your cycle is okay. I'm out for 6 months, you know, a year, 2 years. All of a sudden, I got to get back in the streets, you know, to be able to get locked the fuck back up. But you don't see it that way, but that's how it is. If you understand what your cycle is, then you know what I'm saying. Then you understand that it's 1, 2, 3, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying?
And my thought on that is too. One thing I learned since I've been older is sometimes you gotta change your circle. It's certain shit that you don't do that your circle still think is the shit or think is cool. There's a lot of shit that I don't think is cool no more that I used to do. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what I do now, but I circled myself around a lot of people that gave me the correct game and knowledge that I needed. So when you circle yourself around the people that's giving you that game and uplifting you and making you go forward, the people that's holding you back, I call them dependents. That's what I call them, because you got people that depend on you to come and buy liquor, to come and take them here, to come and take them there. You got these dependents. Trust me, everybody in here got a dependent and multiple dependents that's brother, sister, associate, friend, cousin, whatever, that just look at you just to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? But it's on you to break that mold. And if that ain't fitting you no more, it's time to move up. Like when I got into a serious like type relationship, I wasn't hanging around my single homies no more like how I was, because who I was with, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to conduct myself different. I started hanging around more of my folks that's in relationships. You know what I'm saying? So all of us doing relationship shit and we having a good time. Now the difference is now when you do relationship shit, you're starting to have a little bit more fun because you're doing shit like going to the Bahamas or going to Jamaica or going somewhere and doing some shit, leaving the city, leaving the country, and having a good ass time, not just going to the same bar, seeing the same raggedy ass people doing the same raggedy ass shit. I'm just not doing that. I'm not cut from that no more, because once you get that first taste, you want more. And ever since I got that first taste, I want more. Like right now, I'm still sitting here thinking about the next cruise or the next time I'm blowing this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not the one that say I got to leave Milwaukee. You know why? I'm not finna uproot and move from Milwaukee because I can go do something else and get a break from Milwaukee and come back. That's just like when you get your days off, you get a break from work, but you go back to work.
Well, here's the thing. So, you know what I'm saying? What do you think ended up happening? I mean, was there a switch that got, you know what I'm saying, turned on in you or something like that? Or
Multiple switches. I grew the fuck up.
Well, not really. But here's the thing. So I think everybody's, you know, everybody gets to the point where they're grown. But it's levels to this shit.
True.
So we got to start understanding that, you know what I'm saying, you know, back in the days, you was grown when you was 13 fucking years old. Back in the days. I'm not saying by this standard. I'm just saying, like, back in the days, you was grown when you was 13. You see what I'm saying?
Because the police was trying to take us to the adult jail back then.
No,
I don't know why they ain't doing these little kids, but I know.
I'm talking about back in the 20s, 30s, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Motherfuckers can get married at 13, 14. Yeah. Well, I guess the point I'm trying to get at is this. You know, it's levels to the shit.
Yeah.
So if we got a situation where first, you know what I'm saying, the first blinders come off, let's say at, you know, 15, 16, maybe 17 years old. The first blinders. Because like I said, you know, to me, you know, when you young, that innocence, that's bliss. Because you don't know, you haven't been privy to a whole lot of shit. So then when you become grown, then you start seeing like, damn, maybe some of that shit we was doing back when we was 10, 11 years old was childish. So then, you know, you get off another shit. Then when you get 20, 21, you know what I'm saying, something like that, then you start realizing a lot of shit you was doing when you was 15, 16 was childish. Yeah. So to me, to get on what you was, to get on the level you was just on. I think when you meet a quality woman, regardless whether it's the woman you're gonna be with the rest of your life or whether it's the woman you're gonna be for the next 6 months, it don't matter. You meet a quality woman, then all of a sudden, it turns you, it gives you that next level. It puts those next boosters on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, you flip that, you know, if this was Fast and Furious, you'd be to flip that was that the nitrous oxide and shit, and you going turbo. And the reason why is because you learn, like now you're starting to realize, like, damn, wait, so if I'm in the same dusty ass bar, the same dusty ass people, and doesn't that mean I'm trying to look for something? Maybe you find what you was looking for.
A lot of people,
but you keep going back looking for the same old bullshit. That's the only crazy
So,
part about
gotta meet
it.
a
You know what
quality
you're
woman
gonna
to
get.
understand that she was never there in the first place. Most of the time, when you meet a quality woman, did you
Man.
meet her in the bar?
But man, think about it. No, you didn't. But when you keep going back to the same place, that's like you going back to McDonald's thinking you finna get a slice of pizza,
Dang.
knowing you gonna get that same burger.
So what you're saying is, what's the definition of insanity?
Man,
Repeating the same shit over and over, expecting a different result.
But a lot of people get stuck in being creatures of habit.
There you go.
yes, there's a lot of people being stuck in creatures
Creature
habit.
habit.
But see, when do you break that mold? Just like Jay said, when do you break that mold and get out of that being a creature of habit? When do you realize I want more? And when I say more, I'm not talking about live outside your means, because that's what a lot of us do. A lot of us live outside of our means to the point that we paycheck to paycheck. But if you find that significant other and you level up, guess what? Every household was made to be built off of two people income. It
Yeah.
wasn't made off of one person income. That's why it's so hard. But
Nowadays,
it's hard, huh?
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can remember back in the
But back
40s,
then,
50s, and the 60s,
it was a two
a
family
man,
household.
yeah,
Yeah.
but a man still went out, he earned and shit.
Yeah.
But nowadays, because we kind of fell into this whole get yourself in debt. Shit, like the same thing you were just saying. Remember you said we live above our means?
Yeah.
Everybody lives above his
Everybody
means.
live above their means.
White
Yeah.
people, rich people, everything.
Yeah.
Because you got to be able to show this certain status.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
But
what happened?
hold
They
up. But
got,
what certain status do you really have to show? Do you really have to show this status?
No, I'm not. So, okay, yeah, you're right. You called me on it. It's not you have to, but by the American standard, you have to show somebody that you're better than them.
Man, for
Prove
what?
me wrong. But I'm just saying, prove me
For
wrong.
what?
By American standard, I ain't
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
you. I'm
that's
not even
true.
talking about me.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? But by American standards, you have to keep up with the Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody else got, an acre of land, you got to get an acre, 1.2
Yeah.
acres.
But that's just like me and this kid had a back and forth debate as far as when it came down to iPhone and Android and the whole darn thing of, I said, no, you fell victim. The difference is it's a hype put out here for you to personally go out and buy an iPhone and constantly keep buying the same goddamn thing that hasn't changed over years. And I know this because I worked for the cell phone industry for numerous of years.
Do you know that back in the day, as long as you showed a certain amount of income, you can go and buy a house?
Yep.
And then back in 1950s, like early 60s, it got popular. Something called a credit, you know what I'm saying, where credit bureaus and shit like that. So now they had to compile the like Macy's and shit like that. The department stores compiled how often you paid your layaway off, and they turned that into a whole fucking 3 credit bureaus.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It was only set up just because so you could be able to dress how the fuck you wanted to dress, even if you ain't had the money.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing, to keep on pushing you to a point and to have everybody out here that's on these stages and everything to make it feel like you have to have this to be that person. Because if you don't have an iPhone, you're not cool. Unfortunately, why is an iPhone good? Man, it got FaceTime. So what? Every phone got FaceTime.
Every phone has a
Facebook,
video
and
message.
IG, everybody give you FaceTime. So it don't matter what you own, you got FaceTime.
Now, you know, like
that
I
for
know.
centuries, though.
You said what?
Everything. I'm saying everything been like that for centuries.
True.
Like back in the day, lobster used to be for poor people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So poor people used to eat lobster. Then all of a sudden, they switched it over to where you got to have some cash to eat lobster. Or what was it? I think in Egyptian, where purple or something was. First, it was for poor people. Then all of a sudden, this is my
It
high
became
class
regal.
status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple was
And everybody
purple was
got to go.
regal.
Everybody got to go eat lobster. But hold up, this is the difference though. Like everybody going to eat this crab leg shit, and the crab leg ain't even real. That's fucked up.
No.
Crab leg ain't real. It's finally coming out how these crab legs is being made.
Look at all
It's
this
bad
shit. Look
business.
at tilapia. I was like,
Yeah.
dog, really, y'all made a fish?
Yeah, they made tilapia. Then
Yeah,
they
man.
went
And it's a
to
bottom feeder
Japan or something and got sway and brung sway back
Yeah.
instead of selling you catfish.
So
They're
they
selling
paying
you
catfish,
sway.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what they do is they bank on the fact that we love to outdo each other, and then they make money off of you.
I gotta answer this question real quick. B, Jay is always behind the scene because he's a producer, and
Oh,
then
yeah, sorry,
he
bro.
just like being behind the scene. He like being the voice. You know, he's chef.
Exactly.
That's who he is,
Everybody
and
ever
ain't nothing
seen
wrong
my
with
balls? Oh, sorry about that.
that. Yeah, that was a deal. But I mean, hold up, he can't hear us. Can anybody else hear us? Real quick, Because I don't know if that was,
I think
if
that
I just
was
got
old.
that.
You talking about when B?
Yeah, I just seen that. I don't know when that was, though. Oh, but no, that was at 7 something. Okay.
So
I
that
think that was
nigga
at
is
7
nice.
something.
That's when
So.
B at first signed on. That's
Yeah.
why I was asking.
Okay. So, but I mean, everybody to each his own. And one thing I always say is, I'm frugal, right, with my purchases, and I'm frugal with my purchases for a reason. Because one, I don't want to live above my means. 'Cause I don't have nothing to prove to nobody out here in these streets. At the end of the day,
I
I'm
can hear
proving
him now.
everything. Yeah, I can hear Brandon now. Brandon, we can definitely hear you now. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
All right, we having a grown man conversation right now. So my thing is this: when I say I don't have nothing to prove to nobody, I don't care what shoes I got or anything else. Like me and my brother go at this about shoe game. I don't give a fuck about a shoe game. Now this is where I do fall victim at. I do fall victim at certain shoes that I like, and it's a color that just pops with me. That is like, okay, you know what? I'm finna get this. And I
Blue and
bought a
black.
pair of shoes. Like right now, I'm
Blue
mad.
and black.
I got a pair of shoes right
You knew
now.
what color he was talking about.
What color?
I got a pair of shoes right now, some Max that I thought was slick because my mama see me at the bowling alley like, oh baby, I just bought these shoes. I'm like, oh yeah, those slick. Then another one, and you know how it is. As soon as you start talking about shit, it comes across your phone, so you can go purchase shit.
Yeah.
So I purchased a pair of Max that I might have wore twice, but my blue and black ones is better than these. But when you see them on the picture, it looks nice. But when you get them, it's like, I could have went without this shit, But my thing was never really shoes. So I do spend my money on my motorcycles, you know what I'm saying? Because I can give a fuck about shoes. Because when I'm on my bike, the first thing I think of, if I got these shoes, I'm going to fuck them up. So one thing is, now, he still don't know this part, but I do have a considerable shoe game. So if I do go up there and I do have a particular outfit that I want to put on, I do have a selection that I can go down and be like, you know what, I'm finna rock these with this, and just come out for this particular night. Because when you go out, where the fuck is you going that you really want to be,
I commend both of you fellas because I don't got no shoe game. I've never, but in my defense, I've been a father since I was 15 years old. So
Man.
all the motherfucking shoes I never bought really all went to they motherfucking ass.
type deal.
I just never really was a big shoe dude. But
And
I
see-
agree with you though. I'm not a Jordans or whatever. And it- no
I'm
no
still-
offense.
I'm
but I'm just not a
I'm
Jordans
still-
dude.
I'm still pro fuck Jordan. At the end of the day, do I have a few pair? Yes, I do. Some of them I definitely did not buy. I appreciate the ones that was a gift to me. Hey, I will wear them, but not often. I can say that once again. These some shoes that I'm not gonna wear like that because I don't want to fuck them up because of the shit that I do. So.
That's my problem.
And that's my
I'm
thing.
Not paying no
I'm not
$200
spending.
for no shoe.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Oh,
fuck
well,
around and step
actually,
down on something or whatever and be the scuffed motherfucker. I'm gonna feel like
I
do the
wasn't-
right thing.
I wasn't
Oh,
finna
boy, scuff the
spend
shoe.
when Jordans went to $500, and I know for a fact
I
back in
definitely-
our time you can buy them same goddamn Jordans for motherfucking 50 to 60 to it went up to around about $90.
What Jordan you talking about?
No, I'm saying
you
think
got-
about go
No,
back,
no,
go
you
all the
had-
way back
no,
when George first
I'm
came
going
out.
Back. I'm
It
going
went
back
up to
to
about $100.
1985.
You had to
I
have
had
a
the
small
first
foot.
Jordans.
Yeah.
I begged my mama to buy them motherfuckers. They was matter of fact, she didn't even buy them. My auntie bought them for me. $120,
You
bro.
got to have a small foot.
In the 80s.
You had to go to Kid Foot Locker to get them type of.
Oh, you
them
about
type-
that? The
yeah,
91?
yeah.
Okay, because I wish I did, because I've been wearing big shoes.
You had to be like
for a long
size
damn time.
5 or size
Yeah.
4 to get a pair.
I
of
mean, a
Jordans
dope
for
pair of
$60.
shoes was always gonna be more expensive than kid shoes, but nowadays the kid shoes cost the same amount as our
of
fucking
course,
shoes.
of course.
God damn, ain't no way in fuck
They
a
know
5
you
and a
go
half
on
or a
a dress-
6
They know
should
these
be the
stupid
same
motherfuckers
amount as a
dress their
10.
kids like themselves.
Exactly.
And the mothers dress their kids like
Exactly.
the niggas.
So-
they
so-
can get the $200.
So they
So,
rob you.
okay.
They robbing the simple-minded motherfuckers that feel like I gotta keep up with the Joneses as back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The Jeffersons as back in the day.
I was gonna say because the thing about it is it's always been like that. So it's like they just repeating the cycle. They're not
Yeah.
doing nothing different.
Rinse, wash,
They-
repeat.
You know,
Yep.
like when, like you said, with the Jeffersons, they wanted to move up to the east side, but shit, probably their crib where they was at.
You know what?
Somebody probably wanted to where they was
I'm
at.
gonna give credit where credit is due right now to some of you black folks out there. I applaud y'all effort for finally doing this, purchasing your own. These landlords are beating y'all over the fucking head with rent for like $2,000 for a 2-bedroom. We ain't living in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? A lot of y'all is actually trying to get y'all shit together and go purchase your own house. Ain't nothing like having your fucking own. Is it hard to fix your shit? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
God damn it. Read a book, pick up YouTube, something, figure out how to do that shit yourself. Like I did the hole in the wall, I did this shit myself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I had help from a few here and there, but the majority of it,
I
did my goddamn self.
Yep.
You know, I called my brother Loco. He came and helped me finally put down my subfloor in my bathroom. You know, there's a couple of my bros that's supposed to came and help me, but shit, he finally showed up at his own sweet pace and time. But, you know, hey, that's just him. You know, he shows the fuck up. You know, that's the whole thing. But at the end of the day, I could look at this and I could sit back and I could see where the fuck my money went to. On that broke day, when I ain't got shit, I could sit on my goddamn porch that I built my goddamn self, because my granddad taught me all this shit back in the day that I built myself. Now my shorty came and helped me with that. You know what I'm saying? But I can sit there and just look at my damn house and don't give a fuck. Have a sip of Modelo if I have enough money. Other than that, I probably have to go get a Miller Lite. I will humble myself quickly. Or I would stay in the house. I don't have to go to a club, because what's at the club? What's there?
Okay. It's funny you said that, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to motherfucker be, I'm Oz know this, because I think Oz took that after me, which is, hey, I throw money out to watch that shit go away. But you know what I'm saying, my father was everything. He was the electrician, he was the carpenter, he was the mechanic, he was the plumber. So really, I kind of feel stupid that I didn't sit under that man and get all that game, but that's how it is. Hey, but real,
hold up, bro. I'm finna stop you right there, because bullshit ain't nothing. You know, it was my mama that gave me the drive. The reason why, like right now, I don't want to go to work sometimes, but I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I done seen my mama walk to that 19 bus stop, to the 12 bus stop, many motherfucking mornings, many evenings, go to work.
Yep.
Don't feel like going to work, but she go to work every day, bust her ass. I do the same goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? But you know who else used to do that shit? You, motherfucker. You know, your ass, I watched you, because when I stayed with you that time, I seen you go to work. A lot of us bums, and I'm saying bums, and hey, shit, I'm putting myself in that shot. So if you feel like it's a shot, take it out of the ears. Take it on the chin, goddammit, because I'm in that. I was one of the ones who stayed at your house, too. You know what I'm saying? While all of us sitting there doing shit, but you going to work, you know what I'm saying? Come home, go to sleep, you kick it with us, but all of us bums sitting there with you, your wife and your kids at that time, you know what I'm saying? You took all of us in. So I got some of my work ethic watching you go back and forth to work, and I'd be damned if I was gonna do that. But then some of your bums came to my house and became my bums, staying at my house when I had my first house.
That's the problem. Parasites, they don't stay in one place. They jump place. Hey, real fast though, because I know. See the thing, we got Brandon in here, and I really wanted to hear his views on this next video. So the next video, I think, is gonna be pretty much near and dear to all our hearts. I'm gonna play it, and then y'all, you know what I'm saying? I hope everybody can kind of chime in on it. And I definitely want to hear your opinion on it, Brandon.
Okay.
Well, a woman is under arrest tonight in Atlanta. She is charged with attempting to burn down the birth home of Martin Luther King Jr. This is her pouring gasoline all over the front porch. And when tourists disrupted her, she suddenly took off. But guess what? 2 retired New York City police officers just happened to be there, and they sprung into action. Tonight, they're telling Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger how they detained the would-be arsonist.
On the site of a national treasure.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, that's gasoline.
Good Samaritans stopped a real disaster when a woman apparently tried to torch the historic birthplace of Martin Luther King Jr.
Still breathe. They're on their way.
But as she tried to flee, she didn't get far, thanks to Axel Dodson and his brother Kenny.
We really didn't realize the significance of what we had done until after it was over.
Both retired NYPD officers who'd been visiting family in Georgia. Tonight on Eyewitness News Extra Time, they described how they stopped to help other tourists restrain the would-be arsonist, putting their old training to good use.
But she starts walking away, and, she was all the way down the block. And we hopped in a car and went after her.
Axel grabbed her and held her on the sidewalk as onlookers called 911.
I asked her why she was doing what she was doing, and she didn't really respond. And, when we said we were from New York, one of the things that, what are you guys doing here?
Wait, she asked you that?
We kind of knew that she was not intoxicated. We didn't feel she was high, but we knew that there was something that was wrong with her.
Atlanta police soon.
First, let's say it's fucked up because that was a black woman.
And it took 2 black fucking retired police people, because you knew the person who asked her, "What are you doing?" That wasn't no black person, so it took the black people to tackle her. But Brandon, I want to hear your thoughts on
that. I'm heartbroken.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of things there that still needs. The public wants to know. I want to know what was going through. I mean, aside from feeling heartbroken, it's not much I really can say because I've seen posts online on social media saying that she was having a mental crisis and she's a veteran. That is near to my heart because I know a few veterans that are lacking mental health services that they need.
All right, so I agree with you on that, but I guess since I'm the Charlemagne of the show, I got to be that person. Because I just got done. I'm sitting here as y'all talking about this, and I'm trying to think. I'm thinking I just watched a documentary. I'm big into watching documentaries on everything that come across TV. Like it's informational. How do we know this wasn't one of Martin Luther King's estranged kids that he never, acknowledged? So I hate to, and this is what's bad. I don't know
what the hell you talking about.
Huh?
Because he's trying to get on why did the lady just all of a sudden buy gas.
Out of a documentary, out of the documentary that I watched, the Fed tapes came out of all the cleanest black people that was out there going for black rights.
Okay.
And it was talking about how the difference between Malcolm X and everybody else, and Martin Luther King name came up in there and everything else.
True.
About all Malcolm X did was go to the house. Go to his hotels, yes, get on the phone and call his wife.
Of course. Yeah.
That's it. But they got dirt on everybody else, which we know this. No,
I know this.
So so I ain't gonna go too in depth into it because I don't want to seem like I'm bashing. But I'm sorry. I make it make sense, and I'm a logical thinker.
Real quick, I don't give a fuck if she was his estranged fucking wife, baby at your wife. When it all boils down,
it now?
What all boils down is this. This man, regardless of if he got illegitimate children or whatever it might be, that man is a treasure to us. Like, we have to stop this disrespecting of our culture. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree.
None of them was perfect. I think the reason why Malcolm X was as close to it as possible was because of his religion. You got to remember who he was speaking for. He was speaking for a religious group.
Yeah.
Not saying that Martin wasn't. I'm just saying that, like me and your brother, back when, when we had that one show, that's what I was trying to tell him. I'm like, bro, to be in Islam is to walk in righteousness. Not saying they don't be on no bullshit, because they do be on bullshit sometimes. But a lot of them don't.
Yeah,
a lot of them, their whole thing is to be about.
I know Elijah Muhammad
they
was
people.
messing with a lot of them. Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they, they don't look at the person, and they don't look at people's sins. Everybody, no one's perfect, but you're supposed to walk in the righteous path. So Malcolm X came from so much dirt. How can I tell you to be clean if I know I'm still dirty? No, look at what I was, and now look at what I am now. So he had to walk a righteous path.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, I'm not saying that, he was without flaws. I'm just saying you got to look at what he was able to do by outsmarting the media back in them days. showing them brutalizers and all that shit like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That was him. He spearheaded that. So no, don't go burning down. And then plus it was a historical monument. Which was, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that you about to get ready to burn this down, we'll never be able to build that again.
Exactly. I agree.
We'll never be able to build that again. You know what I'm saying? That's that man. He was actually born in that house, lived in that house for 12 years, and the rest of the time he was raised up, I think Montgomery, like Alabama, or something like that.
Still begs the question: what was going on in her head?
True. I believe that. But
Yeah.
here's my thing. I you know, mental health is a real thing, but I think that even through that, even people with mental health have people that they respect. We got to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? You know, your uncle that stayed in in that back room in Big Mama house, he didn't fuck with Big Mama like that.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody you respect, and we as a society have to be able to start pointing the respect. You know what I'm saying, at the people that we supposed to point. That's just my opinion.
But even with her mental illness, that means somebody sent her off. Regardless of the fact, she just didn't wake up one day and be like, I'm going to burn down my
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because it's been a while, because that's why I ended with why wait so long. You know what I'm saying? Even if you is an illegitimate kid or whatever, why wait so long?
Well, she's too young to be an illegitimate kid, maybe a grandchild.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The man been dead since like 68.
Yeah, that's true too.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this
Well, I ain't know how old the lady was. I ain't people all that.
No, she
So.
was young. She probably maybe 30, maybe. I don't know.
But like I said, though, what pushed her in that direction of this specific house?
I think that a lot of the people that have mental illnesses, bro, they starting to watch, like T said, documentaries. So the shit that come across your YouTube and all stuff like that, you don't have people that have the mental capacity, the mental fortitude to be able to accept that. So what if she did watch that documentary where
Nor to not only accept it but process it.
Yes, yeah, there you go. Comprehending and processing. You're right. So what if she watched that documentary that T talking about and was like, I can't believe that he would do that, and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand for all of the women in you know what I'm saying, the United States.
I agree with you on that, because some can get to that point, like Dr. King did this to what women, but not saying that he did. Okay, let me. He did this. And I'm going to say that because they didn't never say he did X, Y, and Z, but they did say he stepped outside of his marriage. This is not something that you can hold against somebody that did a whole lot more great than his own flaws. All of us have flaws in our claws.
They never going to look at that. They always going to look at the bad.
But that's like politician shit. That's why everybody go figure out what they can find the dirt on somebody to throw. So even if, you know what, I'm going to say this, and it might be a good analogy, it might not. I always say this about black people and white people: when you in a heated debate or discussion, and I'm going against you, but I know you got me. The only thing I can throw at you is the most hateful thing I could think of. So if I'm a white dude, you nigger. So I know that done pissed you off. So I done got up under your skin. Not racist, not even thought about racist, anything else. But I'm getting up under your skin, and I know this is gonna hurt you, so I'm gonna say this to you. You know,
even like, okay, think about it like this: when they found out that mold can help out, like with multi-bread, penicillin, and all that. At first, it was just completely bad, throw it out, fuck it, and shit like that. But then when they found out that this can make and help people, it was like, oh shit, well, okay, we was just on the path for but I said that to say this: everybody's going to look at the bad before they look at the good.
As always. I agree with you. But that's in the same token of this whole conversation that we've been on. And B, you can give your standpoint of what we've been talking about as far as this segment pretty much went on like different type of relationship type stuff, building yourself technically, you know what I'm saying, and how you got to cut stuff loose from what you used to be when you was a child to when you grown. Because like I said, to me, I cherish the different, like, I look at myself as a black man that does white people shit, I guess, because people feel like, oh man, you always doing white people shit. Because I jet ski, I'm looking into getting on a boat and getting out on the water. I go camping, but at the end of the day, I feel like I'm opening my eyes to seeing a bigger picture of doing other stuff besides the same old cycle of life that they want us to do out here in these streets.
I look at it as being, well, not even, but I look at it as growth. And as you grow, you find things that you, one point, you wouldn't have thought it was enjoyable, but then you try it and you find out it's so much more to life than the going, so much more to life than just going out to a bar and drinking. Um, I can speak for myself and say I thought that was really enjoyable, but I just stopped drinking back in August just so I can open my eyes and see other things. And I've started wanting to venture out. I want to go hunting. I want to take my kids. You know, and somebody might say, "Oh, that's white people stuff." Nope, that's something I would have never thought about trying before, but now I want to try it. If it doesn't appease me, then it doesn't. I'll find something else. But it's just about growth. And as you grow, a lot of things and a lot of people are going to fall to the wayside.
Yeah, the circle's gonna get smaller.
Yep.
Circle's gonna get smaller.
So circles always gonna get smaller. And see, I definitely agree with you, man, because it takes growth in you to realize, man, this ain't white people stuff. Because if you look at it, black people did this stuff way back in the days too. You know what I'm saying? All nationalities did this. So just because you see white people doing it more, don't mean. But see, I guess I'm biased because for those that actually know me, you know what I'm saying? No, my grandmother is white. I spent a lot of time up in Stevens Point before Stevens Point got infested by black people right now. And yes, I can say that because I was the first black person up there like that. Well, me and my granddad. So, you know what I'm saying? When there wasn't no others. Now it's an abundance.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Manitowoc, Green Bay, Appleton is infested now. You know, so I was doing stuff like this already and I was enjoying myself.
Yeah.
And, you know, now my kids love it also.
Yeah, but then that's the thing though. Remember they're a reflection of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What they're gonna learn from you. And
Yeah.
you know, so but I think what we got to start understanding too is like we talk about this white thing, and then who do you think that taught them how to do everything?
Like
Facts.
bathe.
We
Facts.
hunted.
Like bathe.
We hunted.
Yeah.
We bathed. We lit cities. We,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know, we roped off cattle. We did
And
this.
you want to know what's funny is I just saw something like on YouTube. You know, it was more black pirates than any other.
No, bro. We were the
We're the
pirates.
blacks.
When they
We
talk
were
about
the pirates.
Blackbeard and
Yeah.
all shit like that, that was us.
That was us.
African, to this day, there's like in Somalia or Tanzania, shit like that. We're still the pirates. Explain to me why y'all not pirates no more, then, goddammit. We invented all this shit, and then all of a sudden they making it too, like education and stuff like that. Y'all didn't know how to formulate different shit, whatever. We did all that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So we got to stop. We got to get out of. So here's my thing. So you know, y'all know I'm real big on. You know what I'm saying? We had to do what we had to do to survive.
Yeah.
To this day, we still do. Like we're in the inner city. We're grouped in together. We all know that where there's poverty, there's crime.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you in Rome, I was always told when you're in Rome, you got to do as the Romans do. This is what happens, right? But we got to start understanding that what the things you do to survive ain't the same things you're gonna do to live. We got to start living, and living is educating yourself. Living is speaking on different it's not cool. It's only cool amongst us for us to be able to use slang and shit like that.
Yeah.
And that's cool. I'm not saying don't use it.
But
I'm
everybody
saying,
doing it now.
Yeah, but go when you going into some certain places, you got to be all things to all people.
Yeah.
If you in a professional setting, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to know how to talk in a professional setting.
But you got to do that. Just as well as you know how to do that, you got to know how to control your dollar. That's the other thing.
That too.
Control your dollar. And when I say that, that goes back to our topics of everybody running out to go buy Jordans. Guess what? What the fuck do they do when everybody start running out to buy Jordans? They raise the price.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers still go do
Supply
it.
and demand.
Supply and demand. As soon as everybody got to run out buying iPhones, what they do? They raise the price. So think about it. If you think I'm lying, go to your local bar.
Or shit.
And then go to your local white bar. These motherfuckers right here in the hood, because everybody's drinking Modelo's now. At first, you can get Modelo's $3 a bottle. But everybody's drinking Modelo's now. So, since everybody's drinking Modelo's now, you go to the hood, they $6 a bottle. You go down on the south side with the essays, they like about $3 a bottle, but they're going to try to get you to get a shot of tequila in it. They're going to say you want the girl version or you want the grown man version. Got the shot of tequila in it. You know what I'm saying? So, here's to why we stopped going to a lot of these bars and stuff. Because, dude, when you go to a bar, $6, right? You add another $6 to it, you got you a 12-pack.
Yeah, 12 or 10.
You know what I'm saying? You add you another $3 or so to that, you got you an 18-pack. So I can give me an 18-pack, and I can come down here to my own personal hole-in-the-wall bar. And guess what? This is something my granddad taught me a long time ago, to be honest. I used to carry 32 cases of Pabst Blue Ribbon into the house. You came over there plenty of times. Both of y'all had. Y'all have seen all them cases stacked to the fucking ceiling. I used to have to carry all the motherfuckers from Pick and Save. Right up there. Matter of fact, the one right up there in Brookfield. 32 to 42 cases of Pabst Blue Ribbon into the house. He sat at the house, watched the news, watched cowboy flicks, had his friends come over, they had them a drink, a couple shots of that Canadian Mist. I ain't fucking with that shit ever again. That Canadian Mist and some Pabst Blue Ribbon. And he enjoyed himself. But down in that basement, he had that bar laid out. You know what I'm saying? So his whole bar atmosphere was down there. But then my grandmama took me to the bar. 21st birthday, broke me the fuck off. I was a punk back then. Like, man, I thought I can drink. I thought I could drink till I went to this bar on right off of Locust. There's a little hole in the wall that ain't there no more. And they call them hole in the walls because it ain't because it's a bad spot, but it, like, if you listen to the song, they enjoy this place. You know, you can go in there and get you a good drink
for cheap.
For dirt cheap.
For cheap.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They did. It was my birthday. She bought a double shot. They didn't buy shots. They bought double shots. So she bought the whole bar double shots. Then the guy next to her bought the whole bar double shots. The guy next to him bought the whole bar double shots. The guy next to him bought the whole bar double shots. Then my grandmama bought double shots. By the time she finally took me something to eat, I was done. Got to the Chinese restaurant down there on Brady Street. Man, some little Chinese dude came singing happy birthday. I was like, okay. Had to go to the bathroom. All this stuff coming up. But I had a damn good time in the hole in the wall, I can honestly say. I done been to a lot of them. I can name some of these bars off like right now. If there's some old school people in here, they be like, what you know about the House of Joy? You know what I'm saying? What do you know about, what was that?
Elio's.
Elio's. Well, Elio's still, rang out right about now. Tap whatever. You know what I'm saying? Tap whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, they turned that into a
the Wilson's Club. The Wilson's Club, like Casper's. It's a lot of hole in the walls that a lot of people had a lot of fun in, and definitely enjoyed themselves. And I was at a lot of these bars with my granddad. So now I'm frugal on how I go spend my money, because I prefer to go just buy that bottle than to give you, $20 off of 2 shots. And I could have added another 10 and we got the whole fifth. If a fifth was a fifth, we all be drunk.
And now you got bars wanting to charge $40 just to walk through the door.
Yeah, because they know people gonna pay it. Like, I hate to throw Mr. B's out there like that right now, but Mr. B's is charging people anywhere from $20 to $50, all depending on where you park in that free parking lot. That's just the park. Then when you walk through the door, you're paying another $20 to $30 something to get in. And if you ain't got on the right shoes or something else, you got to pay another $20 just to get in. I'm sorry.
Like
I don't need to get in that club that goddamn bad. Because half of these motherfuckers I done seen at Club Walmart. I seen them at Wally World.
They charge $40 at the door. That Kinky's place.
Yeah, that's right down the street.
$40 at the door. Hell no.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. The reason why back in the days the hole in the wall was so popular was because the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? The actual neighborhoods, like our, you know what I'm saying? I'm from off of off of 10th and Locust, 10th and
10th
Chambers.
Locust, yep.
So you had Roberts Lounge right there on 12th and Chambers, and then you had the bar right there on 10th and Chambers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was called like back in them days.
What's
I can't
funny
remember
is-
what it was called, but
what's
we went
funny
there
is
a
I
couple
found
times.
out that was my godmama bar.
Oh, for real?
Paula.
Yeah, Paula. Yeah,
That's my
yeah, that
godmama.
was. Yep. So the crazy part about it is that, you know, the same way you just found out that was your godmother's bar, shit like that. You know, you knew everybody. Like, it was one of them Cheers type of situations. You know what I'm saying? But it also helped the community. Guess what? You went in there, you spent your money in the bar. You know what I'm saying? You know, I heard a lot of, you know, fights and shit like that happening in the bar. But still, hey, that wasn't on the people who owned the bar. But, you know what I'm saying? They paid back into the community. They paid taxes. They did, you know. So it funded your schools and shit. Nowadays, we going to these bars paying $40 for a cover charge and then $5 a fucking a shot. But yet the money don't even come to you. The money don't go to you.
Where you paying $5 for a shot at?
I'm just throwing
I'm
something out
gonna
there.
give a shout out to the Red
I'm
Lounge.
just throwing something out there.
The Red Lounge is still within reason because it's still an old owner that's down there that's still selling drinks at that price. You know what I'm saying? And it's a hole in the wall.
Yeah. But he
You know
probably
what I'm saying?
probably
But-
understand, you know what I'm saying, you know, how economics roll. Like if I tax all you motherfuckers, some of you motherfuckers are gonna go to the next place that it's cheaper.
Whitehead ain't worried about it. One thing I know about them old school cats, they got they everyday usual that's coming in, so them bills is paid, regardless of the fact.
You got your soft market,
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. And that's why I give a shout out to the old school, you know, spots like the Red. You know what I'm saying? And I gave a shout out to him. Huh?
I'd give a shout out to him too. I had a chance to meet him and talk to him.
Man,
Great guy.
He gave out gems, man. I gotta say, he gave you and me some gems, and I got a lot of, you know, I salute that man.
Gentlemen,
I salute
I'm
that
going to
man.
have to bring it to where we still have Milwaukee news that we most definitely got to talk about. We most definitely got to
What's
talk
the
about.
Milwaukee news we got to definitely talk about?
that.
Cars stacked up, then an explosion after a violent crash in an East Side neighborhood.
It is the latest in a series of police chases involving stolen cars in Milwaukee.
Sean Gallagher tells us how the last 24 hours represent a troubling trend.
The physical pieces of this crash are still here at Kramer and Linwood, but for the people who witnessed it, it was like being on a movie set. The images they saw here seared in their memories forever. Thursday morning was flipped upside down in a flash on the east side near UWM.
All of a sudden, we just hear boom.
Adrian Peralta was getting ready to go to the gym when he heard this crash outside of his home. He lives next door to where this surveillance camera caught the crash.
We're lucky enough today that no one died. That's how I see it.
This was one of 3 police chases involving stolen cars and ending in crashes since Wednesday evening. One happened on the south side near 13th and Howard involving a daycare van with 10 children inside, but none had serious injuries. And then at 51st and Hampton early Thursday morning involving 2 men who were later shot by police. It's a troubling trend on the rise in the city of Milwaukee. Since the chase policy changed in 2010 under former Chief Ed Flynn, small tweaks over the years have led to a boom in chases. After 5 straight years with under 100 chases, it's ballooned to hundreds, even eclipsing 1,000 chases in each of the last 2 years. But the fiery crash near UWM involved the UW Milwaukee Police Department, which has its own chase policy.
One of our officers attempted to stop that vehicle, and it fled.
UW Milwaukee Police Chief David Salazar says police started the chase after the report of a stolen vehicle in progress. According to the department's standard operating procedures, they are only allowed to initiate a chase if the car is involved in a violent felony or presents a clear and immediate threat to safety of others. Milwaukee Police's policy goes even further, allowing officers to chase someone suspected of drug dealing or if they're involved in reckless driving. The UWM stolen vehicle hit a bicyclist before crashing at this intersection, and the people inside the stolen car ran from the scene.
At this point, we do have a number of leads that we're following up on, and the investigation is very active.
I feel like there's better ways to do it, like tracking the cars and tracking people versus putting everyone else at risk. Because police chases can get often out of hand, especially in Milwaukee.
And stolen cars.
So I'm officially say this, and I'm once again, this is my Charlemagne. This is why black people is killing black people, because that was over there by me. I probably would have tried to take one of them dudes out. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm gonna be 100. At the end of the day, I'm tired of y'all badass kids that ain't never did nothing to nobody. When y'all get y'all ass on the news and say my kid was a good kid, never did nothing to nobody. He was always at home, but why was he in a stolen car? Why was he driving down the street? Why did he just rob this person and jump in the stolen car? You know what I'm saying? Now I feel like the police. I fear for my life. It was his or mine, and I'm not sorry because it's his over me.
I agree.
Yeah, it got to this point where this shit is like just
It's out of fucking hand.
ridiculous. Like,
well, here's my thing. So, I don't know, can't speak for nobody else, but I know I've had my share of stolen cars. It was just certain places that you didn't go, and certain shit you didn't do. Like, I guess my thing about the new generation is the fact that, like I said, there's no respect. There's no coof. Like, y'all just basically just do shit, just be doing it, and it just seems like it's to be able to impress on the last motherfucker that did it. You know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, well, I want to be a serial killer now, but you know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Dahmer killed 17 people. I gotta kill 27 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what about the motorists? I mean, what about the bicyclists?
Yeah.
They hit a motherfucker on a bicycle before they even went into the intersection. And then they got a chance to be able to get, I bet you the person that was in the other car didn't get a chance to get out and go. Well, I didn't see none of them doors open.
No.
But the motherfucker who actually, you know what I'm saying, in the stolen car, jumped out and ran.
Yeah, it always end up going like
it's
that.
Crazy, bro.
Like the people that is, the people that are supposed to take the karma never do. It's always the innocent person.
It'll come somewhere. It'll come somewhere down the line. So, like, I watched. It was a reel, and dude said you got to know when to push somebody buttons. You know what I'm saying? Because when you out here playing with people in their face, you don't know who that person was. That person could have been a serial killer, and you playing in this person's face and keep playing with this person and push his buttons. Now he's not gonna play how you play. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna play the way that you play. So his plan could be he go shoot your son in the face.
Yeah.
Because you played with him in this certain type of way, so now he go shoot your son in the face, but now he's in the wrong. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of them situations.
I play people out here.
I always said I never believe eye for eye. I believe eye for a lung. So leave me the fuck alone. Because there's a lot of people you're not willing to go as far as I'm willing to go. Yeah, so leave me the hell alone. Like, just don't, like he said, just don't just try to press my buttons because you think you hit me once, I'm just going to hit you once. No. I'm going to hit you multitude of times.
Realistically, not to cut you off my bat on that, but realistically, with that being said, you're saying valid stuff. And I say that to say this with a lot of people that's in customer service, is a lot of y'all go out there and y'all take y'all anger and aggression out on somebody else. You don't know what that person going through.
Nope.
You don't know what that anger and aggression is. You go into this store and you cuss this person out that's helping you and doing what they supposed to be doing as a job, but because they didn't give you the discount that you wanted, or they didn't give you the break that you felt like you needed, or they got to be all type of bitches and punk ass motherfuckers and you ain't shit, you don't know what that person went through. That person could have just, lost their house, or they parent could have died or something, and you just snap that person, and then they haul off and kill you. Then you sitting there, you can't regret it no more. Or they paralyze your ass. Now you regret that you opened your motherfucking mouth. Well, you should have kept your mouth closed. A lot of people don't know when to be fucking humble and chill the fuck out. And that's the bad part about us as a people when we get out here dealing with each other as a people.
See, the thing about with this, this is my opinion about how this car thing going, is because they ain't burying people. What I mean is, like, okay, now what we just seen, like, they should start off 5 years and up. Like, okay, we not gonna, this is where as soon as you get caught, then we starting in 5 years.
Dottie already done said that when we had the interview with Dottie, and her son got took off the market by somebody that just got was out on bail for armed robbery and stolen car. Now he just did another armed robbery in a stolen car and killed her son. You know, so I mean, man, look, we could beat up on this shit like a motherfucker. Like bullshit ain't nothing.
But you to your last sip,
I was getting ready to say I'm down to the last sip. Y'all know what it is. Before I even say the last sip, I gotta give a shout out. I love giving shout out to black businesses in the community. I'm always giving big ups to black businesses in the community. I'm gonna give big ups to some restaurants this time that I personally know about. And everything I'm gonna say might be good, might not be good. Don't take it to offense. Don't take what I say to heart. Go try it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. First one I'm gonna give shouts out to. I'm gonna give shouts out to Daddy's on 27th Street. I believe that's Wells, State or Wells. Man, that place go hard. I ain't gonna even lie. That's some of the better soul food that I have tried. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been there multitudes of times. You know what I'm saying? And the food has always been on point. You know, it's some places you go to multitudes of time, and that food is okay, it's all right, and it ain't okay, and it ain't that good. But then you got that one time it was good. So I gotta say, Daddy's on 27th Street. I believe that's State of Wells, but it's on 27th Street, right before you get to Wisconsin. It's on point. They done opened up a whole nother side, so that business is doing good. I gotta give them their credit. They opened up another side. They had a live band and stuff up in there. Another black owned restaurant, I'm gonna say Ruby J's on Lisbon, North Avenue in Lisbon, right there on that cross street, right before you get to the 3rd District Police Station. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm going back no time soon, but hey, it's worth a try. The Kool-Aid was good. I will say the Kool-Aid was good, you know, but to each his own. Everybody has a different way of cooking their food. You know, me personally, I don't like eating at the end of the church session. If I'm at your church, I'm not going to eat everybody else's food. But some of y'all go down there and devour that shit and be happy. Another person I want to give a shout out to is Perkin Boys on the Grill. I got to give a shout out to them, man. I ain't gonna lie, that food be banging. But my only downside to them, goddamn it, get that menu in order. Cause I don't know when I'm ordering shit and I want what I want, but your menu say you got it, but then you don't got it. That's what's wrong with black people this day. Like, goddamn, I be wanting some damn lasagna, but y'all don't never, man, for like 3 months, 6 months, they ain't had no goddamn lasagna. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, this some bullshit.
You talking about food?
I give them a pass.
Give me something.
I give them a pass because that meatloaf is fire, though. That meatloaf and that cheeseburger plate is fire. It's up there with Fish Market on Center Street and the Ritz off of Center Street. You know what I'm saying? They cheeseburger plate is that shit.
The thing I like them, whatever, but you know the fact that you only open on the weekend, that give you a good 3 goddamn days to be make what the hell you need to make.
We talking about Perkin Boys?
Yeah.
Well, Perkin Boys is open during the weekday.
I've never seen them. I've only seen them open from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That was it. And Sunday,
is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Nah, it's Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday or Tuesday. I gotta ask and see. But it's between them. I know because the only reason I know about Thursday because that's when they supposed to have lasagna, but they never do. And they had a cheeseburger plate, but now the cheeseburger plate became a special, so that pissed me off. But they always got fish though. They got fish and pork chop like a motherfucker. So I actually went to go check out their Sunday nights. I think it's over to the new year. But if you haven't been to Perkin Boys on the Grill, they opened up that side venue just like Daddy's did, and they got live music. Only thing is, I went there this past Sunday. That decor and everything in there was real nice. I gotta say, they got it nice up in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the Kool-Aid was because I didn't get that, but they had nothing but fish and pork chops, so I didn't stay. I'm just saying, but the food is good. I'm down to the last sip.
We're gonna say straight from us, sorry about the inconvenience earlier. We're gonna apologize to y'all about that.
So with that being said, this is the last sip. This is the asshole opinion. When it's all said and done, hold up. Before I go into that, B, you got anything you want to throw out there real quick before I go into the last asshole opinion moment?
Yep. I was talking to somebody, so I didn't get a chance to say nothing about that car accident with the kid boys down there by UWM. I'm gonna say it like this: once this new wave of leadership comes into the city, hopefully, collectively, we can come up with a real solution. Um, we all know it's been plaguing our city now almost 2 years. And there's ideas that's floating around, but so far nothing's working, including those bump outs. And the bump outs wasn't a terrible idea. They just strategically they were placed in the wrong places. So, like I said, with new leadership, hopefully we'll come up with something that'll stop it.
I agree with you, man. Because I got family members out here that I don't want to see come up injured, dead, or anything else because these badass kids out here doing what they think is fun. Uh, so with that being said, the asshole opinion is this. When it's all said and done, I said this last week. Level up. Level yourself up. And when I say level up, I'm not talking about go buy the newest pair of Jordans. I'm not talking about go buy that $500 pair of jeans, that $3,000 T-shirt. Don't level up in that way, man. Level up your mind. Level up you. At the end of the day, the people that you're making rich ain't doing nothing for you, your community, or anything else, but you constantly put money into them. Put money into you, your own brand. Make you your brand. Fubu was a brand, black owned. You know, a lot of us followed them and put money into them. That was the first brand I could say that we went hard and represented and supported. There's a lot of y'all out here making T-shirts and everything else. Pour into your brand. Make yourself be a brand. Get out here and do what you're supposed to do. Black folks, support yours. Stop looking for that damn discount. Stop saying, oh, that costs too much, because you didn't say that shit when you went to the Chinese shop and bought that weave or them eyelashes or them fake Jordans or that fake Michael Kors purse or anything else to that nature. When it's all said and done, we're making all the wrong people rich. We're not uplifting ourselves. We're not going to support these black businesses like Kearns that used to be on 22nd and Hampton that's now on 76 and Bradley. You might not know that. That's why I'm throwing it out there. Black-owned business. That man been out here doing it for a while with custom-made exhaust and everything else. Go support that brother. You know what I'm saying? Go support Daddy's Restaurant. Go support Ruby J's off of Lisbon. Go support Perkin Boys. You know, regardless to what I say or how I felt, my taste buds are different than yours. But support all these black businesses that's out here. And there's more to come. And as they come to me, I'm going to keep on putting them out there for y'all to see who they are, where they at, what they doing, anything else of that nature.
Not throwing shade or anything, and don't mean to cut you off, but these black businesses and all the other businesses, stop selling Swahili telling us it's channel catfish. We know the difference.
Hey, we said that earlier. Stop selling sway and sell catfish. Go out there as a black company. Go out there and go catfishing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us that go catfishing, go up to Beaver Dam, go up to Green Bay. Green Bay got the biggest catfish. I ain't gonna even lie. But go up to these places, go catch that catfish, cut it up, do what you do, go sell it fresh. Ain't nothing like getting fresh catfish. Hey, you get to say, I went and caught this. It's fresh. Black people is known for getting out there throwing a pole in the water. That's relaxation for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, upgrade you. If your friends ain't your friends, and you know who really ain't your friends, a lot of y'all got associates. Y'all don't have friends. Upgrade. Change that. Elevate yourself. Because if you got these people that's dependents that's holding you down, cut their ass loose. Let them go. Let them float on their own. But you keep floating up and doing and building yourself bigger and better. If you want a relationship, stop letting your single friends talk you into being in a single relationship. start getting new friends. Because trust me, it's a bunch of couples out here that's going to show you a good time that you never had before. And you ain't even know that this was the best thing that ever happened to you in your life. So, with that being said, I'm your boy, Mr. Cool Whip.
And you know who I be, OZ.
With Mr. J Money behind the screen. He always behind the screen for everybody that's asking me that question. That's just him. That's his spot. That's where he like to be. He's a producer. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in my lane.
Type deal. With Brandon that always joining us, the next 6th district alderman, hopefully. You know what? Hey, it's great that alderman. You said what?
You said ain't no hopefully this was going to happen, son.
Say what? What was that?
I said it's what's going to happen.
Say what? Come again?
You heard.
Say what? Come again?
Yeah, Brandon.
See, that's my dude right there. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Ain't no hopefully.
Right.
He's the next 6th district alderman, and that's what needs to happen. I'm glad they can't slander each other because I wish they could. I was slander. Well, you know what?
Right.
You can't. I can. I can say the shit that I know about
Straight from
Malele.
us, sir.
I forgot. He got something he got to go hurry up and do. That nigga be rushing to get off this motherfucking there. But hey, I'm in the same way. Thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.
All right, Brandon.